You must feel, as I do, the connection between us. I knew you would come. You must feel, as I do, the connection between us.
Hello, 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 everyone. And welcome on back for some more Oceanblock today. Let's make Minecraft not tiny and small. Let's go ahead and just get it properly sized. So how are you all doing? I see you, Zobeltus, and I see you, Leisroom. And I thank you both for coming. I appreciate it. You much better now? I'm glad. I am doing well myself. Let me just make sure my phone's over here charging. I don't use my phone for tracking, but I do plan on upgrading phone at some point. Not for my phone usage, but for tracking purposes. But I've not touched this world too much, made too many changes. But let's go over the changes I have. Oh, there's a shrimp there on the left side. Hold on. I've left a non-farm block planted. Shrimp. There we go. There we go. And oh, there we go. So I have upgraded the water tile that the Mage Bloom resides on. It's a stronger Inferium farmland. Otherwise, that's mostly the same. I have a new chest, new diamond chest for the mystical agriculture farmland and seeds and essences, as well as my random flowers and eggs have gone in there. Just as a place to put that stuff. I went and replaced basically all the tiles of my base with full blocks. They're no longer half blocks. I changed up the system back here. So I basically just moved the sifting over and changed it to use conduits, as well as introduced fully automated basalt and netherrack processing. So that's all happening. I have updated my water so that I have infinite water up here, and it's getting piped to a tank, piped to an ender tank, and shared out. Doing intertank with lava as well. So instead of setting up generators all over the place, like water generators and lava generators, I just have it available. It's neat. It's good.
And Lay, you are definitely a good petal, and I hope you feel better. Sorbeltus is also such a good petal for donating this good pedaling to Lay's room. You are both such wonderful little penates. It would be unethical to separate you, so I might as well domesticate you both.
There you go, Zobeltus. You got two for the price of one. Glad you both enjoyed that. Listen, I gotta put my voice to use, you know? I'm gonna toss this diamond upgrade into here so that we can store a lot more Inferium at a time. Basically just for the Inferium. I might upgrade Inferium to be in a compacting drawer. Is there anything else I did? In terms of base upgrades? I threw a water tank back behind the sink. You like me putting my voice to use? Good. I moved the aminals around. Like, their pen enclosure now takes up a chunk. And the door's now here, rather than in the middle. So the fence blocks are at the chunk borders. For no real reason. I just felt like doing that. $39 and 64 can't combine.
Skylord Zoe wants 1 cuddles.
Zoe cuddles you, cuddles you, cuddles you. How you doing? How you doing, Zo? Zozo? Bozo Zozo?
Skylord Zoe has given the location of 1 ferals for domestication.
Whoa. Zoe's giving me the location of Rin the wolf. Now they're domesticated. It's on cooldown. I know you're going to redeem. You have to be a patient little petal. You can be patient for me, right? Giving bits first time and gifting a sub gets you channel points, but it's on cooldown. Domesticate you? You're good milking stock. Zoe. Zoe. What you just said is funnier than you realize. You're making a domestication joke. But of course the fandom has already made such a joke and have taken it 200 times further than you've thought of. So what you said is much funnier than you even think it is. Let's get all this ice. Where do I want to stash this ice? Eventually it's just going to be in the ME system. You're not gonna get milked for milk, are you? I mean, you can. You can be milked for milk, Zoe. Oh. Very important. This is very important. Hold on, chat. Let me make sure we... Very important. I can remove UI as well. Yeah. No, so that's what the cooldown I set on it is. Okay.
Zoe, aren't you just a good little puppy? Diligently waiting for the routine to be off cooldown? Throwing bits at me and donating a gift sub to a random feral that needs domestication? You're such a good little puppy, Zoe. I can't wait to get my vines on you.
Of course. With Cat Jam in the background. I should probably set up a scene element for me to zoom in on me when I do this whole thing. But I would want more visuals to go along with it. And I know I'm already big enough on screen that it's not necessary. Because I know I take up a lot of screen real estate. I know I'm wicked zoomed in. It probably turns some people away because they don't want their streamer to be so big on screen. I don't know. Oh yeah. We have a metallurgic infuser, enrichment chamber, and atomic reconstructor now too. So I made some prismarine shards just a little bit ago. I also did blaze rods eternally feeding into each other. You personally don't mind getting a good look at me? Good. Well, let's get a good aerial view of the base. Like I said, it hasn't changed much since last week. But here it is. Soon, there will be an applied energistic system. Is milking a common thing you Afini do? I don't think it's a common thing. But some do consider that affirming, and so therefore it's more common than one would think. But I haven't encountered it in any of my reading thus far. I hope that answers the question satisfactorily. There was a particular thing I was looking into. Oh right, upgrading Blaze Bloom requires the mixer from Nautek. Right, okay. I need 6 prismarine blocks. Your action is that, well, you're not currently lactating? Well, that's what Class Gs are to help with. Any part of your transition you want help with, that's what they're for. You want prog? You want some progesterone, puppy? I have my 100 milligram capsules. That'll take 1 capsule by mouth every evening. But in Afini terms, we'll just give you Class Gs. Those are better than Terran medicine in every single conceivable way. Every conceivable way. Nickel, steel, 2 coal. Two steel and a nickel. You don't need drugs to lactate? Just not currently lactating? You have been in the past? Ah. Good to know. I should be able to just, yeah. Alright, I'll turn that off for the moment so I can empty that out. I should just go ahead and make a few. Sky Puppy Zoe over here. I know, right? She'd make such a good puppy, though. Okay, I don't think I need to, do the blaze rod loop anymore. You bet from the streams you've got, the imagination soars. There you go, Zoe. Getting called out. Live on my stream. This is bullying? Yeah, and you like it. Aw, look at her. She's being a brat. Everyone point and go, aww. Good, Zorbeltis. You can follow instructions so well. Oh, there have been a lot of airdrops while I've played this offline. And I have a few trinkets. I've got magma walkers. They let me walk on magma. I've got aqua walkers that let me walk on water. I've got an insomnia charm. I think I got that made that last week though. And my inventory is super heckin' full. Got ice skates, presumably for skating on ice. It's not going to show me because it doesn't like the backpack UI. 1 experience point for each second of acceleration from this skating ability. Increase movement speed on ice by 12% per second of sliding. The modifier stops increasing if the sliding duration exceeds 4.9 seconds. I also upgraded my backpack to netherite, so it has even more space. And, yeah. I still need to empty my inventory out. It's so full of random junk. Just an assorted mess of stuff. Like this singular ghast here. I need to get the aiming system going. Actually, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. We also got some, elevators. From, the heckin' thing we were at the end of last episode. You do not bully unless told to, Claire. At least against people we don't normally bully. Well, you follow instructions very well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, these two spots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so this is the center. I'm gonna make a 2x2 of elevators. Right there. A stretch. Thank you for that. The eager Skolgsra, the flirty Feeny, and the latter's puppy. Lovely noise. Thank you, thank you. I will say 40% of that noise was intentional. Actually, I think I want this to continue to be broken. I have terminal. Actually, can I? Aha! Disguised as Sakura tree. Could be 100% intentional and you still relish it. Judge Zor's reaction. Faye do too. Your pathological command avoidance does not get activate my commands. You like when cuties bully you? Hey Zoe.
I'll keep that in mind next Factory stream.
I'll just run up chasing you the entire time as you're running away from me going, nope, nope, Claire, Claire, nope, nope, don't do it. Not when I'm live. It would go down something like that, wouldn't it? I don't need to take this out. Where did I put the terminal? There it is. So that means I will need a little bit of cabling, and I'll put that in here. Oh, the smart cabling with glass. Yeah, put the crafting terminal there. And let's go. What's this deep slate? We got plenty of it. You did get a thing from Tango that'll help people to bully us, though. Oh, Zorbeltus? Is it a shock collar? Zoe, you've got one of those, right? Or am I misremembering? I know, Yarny has one. And of course, Fia has one. I think Fia's the reason Yarny has one. I was asking if you had a shock collar, Zoe. It's all the rage these days. It's in the mail. Oh, of course it is. You know what? This is a prime time. This is a prime time. Do I have a throne command? I don't have a throne command. I do have a throne, though. I do have one of those. If you're not on mobile, it's there below. I should probably make it a command. Oh, the Tango brand is the shock. Oh. Or the shock device, not necessarily a collar. No, because if your Tango would electrocute you. the smooth inlaid? Yeah, that's probably fine. Ah, that's not quite what I was wanting, actually. Shame. Just didn't go further than pretty much anyone else. Well, that's good. Having someone you can trust like that's a good thing. What am I trying to get out? My chisel. I don't want the column. I want something... Yeah, that's what I want. Smooth, deep slate column is what I want. Whee. Get our air back, and then pop back down. Whee. Oh. Alright. How deep do I want to make this room? Do I just want to go 16 blocks down? I think I want to go 16 blocks down, just so it's a big cube. Yeah, that's probably good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna double count just to make sure. Game, stop glitching me like that. You're not gonna say what happened during the beta testing, though? Sorbeltus. Petal. If you say that, with the knowledge I have of you, you basically did say what happened. And if it's not what I'm imagining, then it can only be worse. And no, I'm not saying what I'm imagining either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That evil little giggle is heavenly. Well, I'm glad you like it. There we go. Now I can just bloop, bloop, bloop. I want these to all be directional, though. So no matter what, I face that direction. It is, but you can resist when you need to.
But can you, though? Can you really resist when you need to? I don't think you can.
Not when I really try, anyway. Well, you can, and you get my wonderful voice for the purpose as well. Alright, let's... keep on filling all this out. If I get my diamond stick out, make it easier. If it was about you, you wouldn't have kept this secret. I see, I see. That does give enough additional information for me to know better. So all I can do is quote the great George Takei. Oh my. Can't wait for a collab between you two. More so to hear Zor blushing and squirming. True. You know, Zorbeltis, I have peeked in a few of your streams and have lurked. I haven't actively watched for too long. Apologies, but that's what it is. I can't tell. Are you the little blob? Or are you the flesh cam I see behind the blob? Is that the same person? I just never see them separately whenever I pop in. So I am just left somewhat perplexed. I'm always just left wondering that. It's like, is it? Which one? I can't. The blob is you. It's a temp model of fixing new refs and looking for a new model. Gotcha. I wasn't sure and didn't want to make any assumptions. We need a lot more deep slate. Good thing we have a lot more. Put these away for now. Alright, that diamond stick is probably gonna get got at some point. We'll upgrade it to RF. Do we want to upgrade it to RF? No, we'll make the next tier. Next tier is just a netherite, and we have plenty at this point. Through multiple means, we have plenty of netherite. Would love to be as pretty as our winter mom, though. Yeah, I'll put the steel away. Take the steel back out. I'll toss it in here. And get our breath back, and back down we go. Breath back. I should probably just use the compressed air. That's in my pneumatic craft helmet. Alright. If we get a net stick, that's just, yep, 2 sticks and a netherite ingot. Which I'm just casually holding on to 12 netherite. Alright, this netherite stick. We will upgrade this with a battery template. And a block of copper. Fair, pretty little blob. And you very much look forward to the fair new model? It is a very good blob. I can't agree. That's the wrong block. It's in here. Boop. Now the right stick with a battery. Alright, other upgrades I can take. The destruction stick template. The replacement. The unbreakable. And the angel. Yeah, if the unbreakable requires another star. We have everything else. It requires another star. Which we, don't quite have yet. Do you have your old model in PNG? Your old model doesn't like your new
I
tracking
knew you
though?
would come. You must feel as I do the connection between us.
Welcome on in, Vivi. Thanks for coming. And yes, I will always say it like that. Can I charge this, please? What block do I need to stick it in to charge? Where do I need to put in my stick so that it gets power? Who wants my stick? I showed you my stick. Please respond. Hold on, let me hide all my armor. I've shown you my stick. There we go. I've shown you my stick. Please respond. Let me just drop that into the Discord for y'all. Here's you a meme template. Where is it? There we are. There y'all go. To clarify, Leia, you redeeming that from me to say that to Vivi? Or do you just want me to answer it?
Because Vivi is such a good little petal, leaving a nice little lurk for their Feeny. Thank you for dropping the lurk, Vivi, and I hope you have a wonderful time with whatever else you're doing. And take care now.
Alright, I still need a charger. I mean, I kinda do have one. Energy cubes are great though. I love a good energy cube. I don't have any, right? Right. Oh, we need some infused alloy. Okay. It's copper now. Let's see how much we can make. You just got the points for it? Well, it was redeemed for you anyway. You get to save your points for next time. I do like this meta y'all have got going on where you redeem it for each other. It's so very cute and adorable. You are all such wonderful cuties for it, you know? Oh, okay, so we're gonna get 16 infused alloy. Okay. You just call trees pretty and mushrooms sluts? Well, I'd like to clarify, I am not a tree, nor am I really a dryad, but it's a nice offhand for some Terrans to understand. It makes it... it's a convenience. Because what I truly am is far greater and more dangerous. Lay called you mommy? Lay? You're getting called out. How are you going to take that? Need 4 glass. And 2 iron. You're in pain. Don't worry. We have some Xeno trucks for that. I don't think they fall in the class system, but that's fine. Not all Xeno trucks need to. And charge up the netherite stick. We have 2 capacitors. They form a million. I just made 1 energy cube. It's at 1.6 million. And has a charge slot inside. You can call you both if you want. Are there secret conversations going on in the background with extra context I don't have? Do I need to check y'all's internet messages so I can get the full picture? Oh, that did not take a lot of power at all to do that. Oh, that's good. Oh, nope, that is coal, that is not deep slate. Talking's for nerds, just share thoughts telepathically. Now, not all savants can do that. Don't judge other savants for not being able to do things you can do, Petal. You know, except for things that Athene can't do. Because some of you might find that hot. Hearing pretty and squirm when you call Fem nice things. That's probably another stack, 2 stack, stack and a half, probably. Whee. There we go. Big box. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we fill it. For Skogsra. I can't remember how it's pronounced. My apologies. You putting the circle over the A reminded me. Oh yeah, that's pronounced differently with vowels that may or may not exist in English. My spells will come in very handy when we go to a ocean monument. The R is a bit different. R is a bit different. Raw and raw is pronounced quite similarly. Okay. I suppose you can't really just tell me how the R is pronounced. Listen, Petal. You have to tell me how to put my tongue so I have the right R sound. How am I supposed to get it right if you don't tell me where to put my tongue? Hmm? Oh, right, it does no longer have a slot for that. It's now a slot for that. Yep. We need more sponge. Oh, I can drain into a tank. That's funny. Can I just manufacture wet sponge? Loot fabricator? Otherwise, no. I can't find a way of just generating sponge other than the loot fab. That's fine. Best way to learn the mutual tongue gymnastics. Yeah, just use your tongue to tell me where to put my tongue. Because if you position it for me, then I'll know exactly where it should go. Oh, because this is a giant cube, it's gonna be really difficult to actually pump out. However, this is a 16 by 16 by 16. That is less than 6,000. So, theoretically, we should be able to get a pump. And it should be able to pump out. Methinks. So if I go here and I acquire, do I have conduit? Ah, there's some fluid conduit. And give me that. I should be able to do that. Say always extract out of it. And always insert into it. And then drop that on top and say output to that. It's not draining, is it? It's supposed to be. You have now said it? I'd like to see you attempt it. What? Pump. Aquatic. I'm pretty sure it was the Aquatic pump specifically that said. Where is it? Should you explain talking with your tongue, and so you did? Well, you didn't say how to make that R sound. You didn't explain that, so I can't show you. Aquatic pump. Pump can only drain water liquid bodies with the size of 10,000 blocks or smaller. Will drain any size of lava liquid bodies. Initialization may take a few seconds for large bodies of liquid. Well, it's not draining it at all. Oh, you fucked it. Yeah, that's loud. It's not aggression. Did you even have a witness? No, you didn't say how to hold the R. All you said was that while the R is different, raw and raw are pronounced quite similarly. Oh, you demonstrated to Lay, but not to me. And thank you for the watering, Goofy. Got to say it with your voice? Well, I have nothing to go off of. I can't hear you from here. Not while I'm alive. Come on, Petal. I told you that I can't hear it, so it'd be difficult for you to explain it. Oh hey, our ham is leveled up. We can make our ham stronger. Need to level up the relic to level 5 before we can unlock this. We have 2 leveling points. I mean, not live on stream. No, we just leveled up our infinite ham. Alright, how are we supposed to empty out this fluid body? Let me just put this back in place. Put your tongue in front of your mouth, just behind your teeth. We're doing the R and vibrate the tongue. Ra. Skogsra. 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 Something like that. Skadar. Thanks. I had a few formative years in Germany. It helps, I think. I have no recollection of those years in Germany, but I had them. I've also, you know, been practicing my Japanese vowels and consonants. Alright, I can't just break all of this with the pickaxe. That would just destroy my pickaxe. So instead I need to get a bucket of lava. Boop. There we go. Now I can vein mine all this cobblestone. If you lived further south in Sweden, it would have been pull the tongue back as far as possible and vibrate your uvula into in the R. Rah. 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 More like that. Definitely not perfect. Definitely very imperfect what I just did. But more like that. Fantastic. And my pickaxe is already getting close to breakdown again. It's a lot of cobblestone. Yeah, we're at 53. Let's just mine down here. Do we hit the elevator? And it's time for another bucket of lava. It's so cheap to repair this blaze gold pickaxe. Infinite ham. And that's all of the water and now cobblestone gone. So now we have this big old room in here. Changes a Starbunkle's job to transport mechanism chemical around. Neat. Not what I was looking for, but that's neat. What methods of, like, temporary locational flight do I have? Jetpacks. Jetpack unit for the mecha suit. Flight module from RF Utils, which requires module plus template. That's not too bad. Requires a bunch of dimensional shards. Which we can craft those, okay. Gas tiers are the hardest part. We don't have a lot of those. Not yet, anyway. Just dire things. Upgrade creative mode style flight. Some time crystals, which are wibbly wobbly, tiny whiny. Along with feathers and phantom membranes. This is super cheap and just apply to Eclipse alloy chestplate. Yeah, the top tier. Makes sense. Is valid. Reference you do not know? Doctor Who. This time is just a big ball of wibbly, wobbly, tiny, whiny stuff. That's it. That's the entirety of the reference right there. Let's charge the stick back up. And then back in the back, I guess. If you only watched a few episodes, it's really hard to come by here, and you did watch Torchwood. I watched up through, I think, the 12th Doctor? Or at least through the 11th. But, I just didn't keep up with it after that. And then when my ex left, she had left her entire collection. And so I gave that to my brother, who was wanting to rewatch anyways. So, ex loss, my brother's gain. Listen, I can be petty and vindictive, and I'm allowed to be. That's a good trade. I was initially wanting to take a picture of it and send it to Max, be like, look what I just sold. even though I didn't sell it. The only thing that stopped me was I took a picture of it, and then my brother left with it, and then I realized it was a shit picture, and I was like, oh well. Doesn't matter that much anyway. That's just the way it goes sometime. Backside crystals? No backside crystals. Alright, we need to probably automate those Certus crystals. The Certus crystals. We also need to actually set this whole thing up. This is a new UI. I like it. Search settings. Use AE. Use JEI. We can sync with JEI. Don't want to autofocus it. Do want it to remember the last search. No, I don't want to remember the last one. Actually, since it syncs with JEI, maybe it'll remember this search? Sadly, getting sellable loot from your ex-fiancée. I mean, she stole some of my stuff. She probably didn't even realize she stole some of it. Like my tarot cards. She just took those. I actually bought a new tarot deck after she left at first, and she came back to get some of her stuff, and she took that thinking it was hers. The idiot. I was like, whatever. I got that deck just so I could read her own readings. Mark your terminal grid on close if applicable. Alright, no, there it is. Small center terminal. Full height. I like the medium. I like the medium. Okay. Let's get some more smart cabling. So if we want that, it's redstone, glowstone. On the ME covered cable, which is wool and glass cable. Hey Lisa, how's it going? We need quartz fibers, means we need plenty of dust and glass. So if we want to turn this into dust, we get a chance of extra when sag milling it. Is that the only way of getting more? Getting dust? I do be looking that way. Okay. So yeah, we'll make the sag mill. Not that expensive anyways. We just need to find our void. Here's our void crystals. Where's all of our void crystals? We can use clamp stream as e-bait. Good. Just drift to sleep on my words. But where are all my infinities? I had so much infinity dust. There it is. I was looking at void. That's why I couldn't find it. Because it's a void chassis, but it's grains of infinity. I have a stack of iron ingots. Yep, 1 iron bar. Which isn't actually going to be useful at all. Affinity dust? Who is that for? Well, a compact also has trans men. They need their T-dust too. You know, when we aerosolize the class Gs for them. Let's get a stack of cobble out. Get a piston. Dark steel ingot. Gonna need some coal dust. No, I'm just gonna use 2 coal. Iron, 2 coal, obsidian. Tea dust? Damn, now you want tea? Alright, let's get this. It's like delivering to someone right now and you got curious. Silly petals. Let's go ahead and bring Dark Count on us up. And let's swap this out for the gear cast. And we'll make a couple gears.
Sure, Zobeltas, I'll take your points, but I'd call you a silly petal for free. Anytime you'd like. But you are a very, very silly petal, aren't you?
Let's grab 3 flint. Sweet and silly petal whom we love. It's true. It's true. Alright, the sag mill needs a capacitor. There it goes. Sag mill also needs some balls. That's what the tea dust is for. The sag mill. Because it needs balls. We have some dark steel grinding balls here. I'm gonna go ahead and repair out the pickaxe again. No, might as well, it's free. Okay, we're delivering power. At a good energy efficiency too. I can't tell if it's more efficient to be up at a half or not. But we'll get bigger number later. Okay, so now we have a quartz dust. Get some extra sand into glass. Just realized a thing. Well, what did you realize? What you realize, Petal? That you're cooked? That you're so very cooked? No, you already knew that. Crystal assembler's got a lot going on, but the reaction chamber has a little less going on. But see. That still requires us to charge it. Oh, it also requires us to charge it. Okay. We don't have any way of doubling it. So I should make Fluix seeds. Now that some people are co-fronting today, hint you're a bit more mischievous. Ah. Void flame fuel. Where's the Nautek mixer, which we're somewhat working on, but I forgot we were working on it. Alright, we need the aquarine steel. There's a raw cluster and prismarine. Let me take one of these shards and grind it down. Ah, it's gonna be more efficient when we have the mixer. Okay. Gotta ignore that. Oh, we need the aquatic catalyst. Okay. Alright, okay. Fine. Fine, game. I'll play your game. Just jump my inventory. And we're going to craft the nautical eye. Ender pearl, blaze powder, 4 prismarine. Nautical eye. Crowbar, nautic guide, and experience. Okay. Item transformation. Shooting lasers at items transform into other forms. Some recipes may require a certain level of purity. Be sure to check before crafting. Lasers are mysterious technology. Use prismarine both dark and light. One is able to create an aquatic catalyst. While this block itself does not possess the ability to channel energy to a laser. Okay. While this block itself does not possess... Oh, let me try reading that sentence again. While this block itself does not possesses the ability to channel energy into a laser. Full stop. That makes so much information. At Nautek. You need to sit down after hearing that sentence. I'm already sitting down. But I feel the same way. That is certainly a sentence. We have laser relays. Long distance laser. Prismarine crystal shards are pristine crystals, capable of channeling power like no other material. They can be obtained by breaking a prismarine crystal using an aquarine steel pickaxe with its ability enabled. Okay, well. Nautical eye, guide me. Let me just run on water. I'll make a stop over here just to refire the eye. Might be down there. Who knows? Oh. It's telling me to go back. Let's dive, dive, dive. Your turn to lay, you need to sit down after a sentence. It was a terrible sentence. It was not a well-written one. Find or craft an aquatic catalyst. Well, some prismarine to fuel it. I have Silk Touch. A rusty crate. Break that. Oh, that's suspicious gravel, I see. Ah, I figured I could Silk Touch it. For now, what I need is the little fancy doodah. The fancy doodah, what's it? Can I slash home? No, I haven't said slash home. Rise, rise, rise! Once I return to base, I'll do the redeem for you, Vivi. It shan't be long. You'll just have to be a little bit patient. Alright.
Evie, aren't you a good paddle? This was already redeemed for you earlier, and yet you're doing it again. What a good little petal you are, aren't you?
I know what y'all are. What is this crate about? What is the Nautic Rusty crate about?
I knew you would come. You must feel as I do the connection
That's
between us.
for pretty people. True. That is what y'all are. I know what you all are. Gay. It's true. Oh, get a second catalyst. Let's go further. Seems to be a small structure. There's an aquatic catalyst in the middle of it. thinking this has to be used to activate something within the structure. Thank you for the water. So this aquatic catalyst, we could have just crafted it. But so we need to... What? Do we just plop that on there and then feed it some prismarine? We also need to feed it some dark prismarine. Is that not what it said? Or do I just need to give it more raw prismarine? Status active, processing 26 prismarine shards. I don't know what it means. What do you want from me, game? Underneath the small structure is massive crystal. Oh, I need to dig under it. Tons of crates and blocks are left behind previous explorers. These catalysts have channels on each side, means something should flow through them. Means that's got to have something to do with the crystal. Using the aquatic catalyst, activate the crystal and use it to create aquarine steel ingots. Activate the crystal, place the catalyst a few blocks away from one of the crystal sides. Must be set on the crystal. Need to pump in prismarine shards with something like a hopper. If done right, shoot a laser into the crystal. The lasers can hurt. Okay. So I'm hearing two things. One is that I should bring a magma block and a soul sand block to assist with verticality that deep underwater. And I should bring the brush. Where is that little brush? Do I have one? Because I feel like I crafted one. No, I guess I didn't. That's okay, they're cheap. Oh right, required a feather, which is why I hadn't got one yet. Because I didn't have access to feathers. But now I have feathers. Where are my feathers? I know I have feathers. Have I not smacked a chicken? I guess I haven't smacked a chicken for a feather yet. It's not a feather. There's feathers. We got some feathers. We also got some chicken. Usually why our time zone's like this. Just change your time zone. You know, just you could live where you are and just kind of change your own time zone to mine. Just sync up with my day-night cycle. Ignore your own day-night cycle. Just follow
my biorhythms. Just feel into my existence. Attune to me.
Daughter needs to go to bed at a reasonable time so you can call her a good girl. Y'all are having wild conversations that I am reading. I just don't know how to respond to them, so I'm just letting y'all handle it yourselves. Your brain's not working right? Well, you're a streamer. Is it ever working right? If I want to turn this into a block of quartz, can it still be activated? No. Do you want a pretty plant to be called a good letter? Be a good girl for pretty tree? Yeah, you want to be a good letter? A good little V? Why? Didn't that infuse? Autocorrect ficked you? Yeah, really ficked you, didn't it? Why do you need autocorrect, Petal? Just leave all your typos in there. Type exactly what you accidentally mean to. Let me see your every mistake. So whenever you can type without autocorrect and without a mistake, you can earn some nice praises. It'd be unintelligible. I can see your every mistakes. Yeah? Every take you have about miss. If you were spilling your mind, it'd be a lot more swooning and swearing. Exactly. That's what I want from you, Petal. Should be right there. Dive, 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 dive. No, be gone, thought. Me would tune in to watch Claire Kutsu. No, that's my attack spell. It has knockback. Oh, there's some suspicious gravel here. I don't know if I'm getting anything out of that gravel. Also, there's nothing down here, game. It said there was supposed to be a structure down here. You just struggled to put things into words, even if they're words of swooning. That's why bottom text is a thing. I don't know what max depth is. $160. We found out. This is our max depth. Back on asleep because now before our brain becomes a mushy pile of leaves. There's no fixing. Yes, please do get rest. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Helmet pressure critically low. Oh no. Last time we wrote bottom text, you're not as trans since you had a, quote, boyfriend. Well, that's okay. You can still bottom text. You're horny little rat, but you still do self-care. That's good. As one should. AoE advocative. Don't just vowel an alphabet at me. It's way too intentional to be bottom texting. Go get some sleep, Vivi. Enjoy teasing the funny mushroom and pretty tree. It takes quite a bit more to actually tease me. When you're less busy, you'll stay up. Well, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Alright, this helmet's taking forever to charge. I mean, it can also get charged up higher than 5 bar. We can go all the way up to the 20. But this pressure chamber can't take that 20. I need a limit valve. Isn't there something about that? Oh, they got all at 5 bar. Yeah. But alright, isn't there like some sort of limiter pipe? Flow detector tube. Emits a redstone signal, the strength of which depends how much air is traveling through the tube. Sure, you can do bottom text, but you don't want to. You've struggled with motoric issues a long time. If it's not ready, well, it gives you the ick. Fair. Fair. Regulator tube. Limits the pressure allowed on its low side based on the redstone signal it receives. No signal, 4.9 bar. Full signal, 0. Air is always allowed to travel backwards to the regulator, making it usable as a one-way valve. When upgraded module expansion, threshold can be figured precisely. So yeah, regulator tube's what I want. I believe I can craft that. I have some extra tube lying about. Regulator tube module. Safety tube module. So we need 4 levers. 4 levers. Cronk. 2 pressure gauges. That's 8 copper. Boom. 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 And then I'm just going to, there we go. Sorry for the loud noise there. I was hoping it'd be quicker than that. Alright, so it's not receiving redstone signal, so it's only going to let 4.9 bar go through into the pressure chamber. You would think with all the extra volume of the pressure chamber, it would have kept a higher pressure. Yeah, so this could now build up to higher. Higher and higher. Switch, but certainly do not mind exclusively bottoming certain people. You know, I'm something of a switch myself. You'd never believe it, though. As we were just watching the air pressure rise. Oh, the heat's rising too. Oh, you tease. Poorly insulated. Before the block has exposed to air, which wastes heat. Ensure no neighboring blocks are air blocks to insulate the machine for better performance. Well, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong, game. I'm wanting this to receive the heat. Though I maybe should insulate this and then slap heat fins on this So it wants to share temperature in here, but the temperature won't leave here. There, I feel like this would also share temperature back down. In a constant twinst. So, we're not really doing anything here yet. Find canola oil and skulk seeds to crude oil. Skulk seeds and powdered canola and skulk being alloyed together. Neat. Literally any seed, make veggie oil. Diamond drill bits using some lubricant. Gasoline to LPG, yeast and potato to ethanol. Iron drill bit. Make some chips, some fries, excuse you. Veggie oil, gasoline from kerosene. The upgrade matrices. Spawner core from experience. Kerosene from diesel. Ethanol back to crude. Oh yeah, we're going up above 5 pressure now. Alright, that's getting a bit too warm, so I'm gonna cool off. Pressure's running at suboptimal efficiency. Fine. Suboptimal efficiency. I mean, air's a pretty good insulator. Alright, 5.2 bar. Yeah, go up to 6.2. Now that keeps this at 5.9. Good, good. No issues. 6 bar. Okay. We got pants. And we have this big room. I have a feral flare lantern. Would actually not be a bad idea to go ahead and just like... Nope, not there. I wanted it there. That way the whole room gets lit up. Like magic. Alright, so... should we go back over there to that spot and keep searching? Uselessly? I don't know. Nautic. Stone crystal geode or deep slate crystal geode. Going deep beneath the ruined structure, you find a massive crystal. Using the crowbar, you can crack open any crate that isn't rusted shut. Well, we allegedly, it's an optional task, but it says we found the stone crystal geode. I didn't see any stone crystal though. So, I don't know. I feel like it was a lie. I feel like we didn't actually find the thing that it thinks we did. But whatever. I guess we'll go back and explore the area a little bit more. Just running. Across the water. Dive. Yeah. We got bumped out of there by the giant squid. How rude. So is there something more I should know here? Another airdrop coming in. Keep saying it's like right down there. Whee! Okay, I don't think I can reach that. But if I were to get the depth upgrade Mark II, it's gonna require Eclipse Alloy Ingot, Energetic Alloy Ingot, Atomic Alloy, Flux Gate, which individually none of that seems particularly bad or difficult. But we also don't have any of it at the moment, so it'll take a lot of crafting steps to get there. And there's probably some snag along the way. I might be better off looking for a different one. You need to step up a bit. Brain being unkind. Kind brain only. Ah, there it is. Actually, I want to get my boat for that. I have a boat and dang it, I should use it. Especially since my boots ran out. I very much need to repair this boat. There. Ooh, a fluix axe. Chisel, some kelp glue. Neat. Do I see the structure? Yeah, I see one right there. Does that one not count? Or is it simply pointing me to the next one? Yeah, it's ignoring this one. Curious. Alright. Is this suspicious gravel gonna do anything at all? I have no idea. I don't even know if I'm doing suspicious gravel right. No idea. What I do know is depth upgrade Mark 1 was the end of this. It was under pressure, and the end of it. Yeah, because I need Skulk, I guess, which is through the Void Shimmer goo. So I get the depth upgrade Mark 2. But yeah, again, I don't know what I'm missing. Where is this crystal? Well, are the shattering of the gravel? Since I guess I shattered the pottery sherd. I don't know. I don't know how Minecraft archaeology works. Ah. Ah. Go away, water. So should I just like keep expanding downwards in hopes of finding this crystal? I have the aquatic catalyst. Power protect 12 aquatic power per tick. Requires higher purity. Pain breaking a prismarine crystal using an aquamarine steel pickaxe with ability enabled. Long distance laser augmentation station extension. The armors. Bacteria containment shield. Prismatic battery. At Nautic. Finding a crystal geode. Beneath the ruin structure, find a massive crystal. There we go. Ah. And surfaced. Whee. I'm not 100% certain where the next one is. Fan. Forward. Oh. You see it? Not really? Yep, still just saying this way. So we'll just keep going this way. Maybe we'll actually find one with the crystal. Sponge squids. A very suspicious square down there. Maybe I ought to investigate the suspicious square. Okay, it pointed backwards as if I had passed it. So I'm just gonna dive right down here. At this suspicious square. And there is another catalyst here. Another rusty crate. Aha! Suspicious square was correct. Here we go. Now we can open things with our crowbar, get some aquarine compound. Could do something with rusty crates, I would assume. Sea pickles. Sorry, all I see are pickles. No, I won't apologize. Amphibian boot. +1 experience point for each second acceleration from the fins ability. And acceleration from the slipping ability. Increased swimming speed per second of swimming. Increased movement speed in the rain per second of movement. And with a 9.5% chance, player may not consume air unit while swimming or in other conditions. Oh, well, that's a nice boot. I like that boot. I figured there's gonna be another one there. Alright. Is there like a upgraded form of the crowbar? No. Don't really have anything that would benefit from getting stacked in the bag. Though I will say, I can have 4 stacks of items, and it's saying 1 out of 256, even though these can't stack. So I wonder how a bundle would handle it. Then again, a bundle would probably just not let me get more. There's a little bit of skulk here. Skulk vein and some pots. I mean, I've got silk touch, so. Prismarine crystal. Alright, let's, right there. What we need to do, I guess, have that in proximity to the crystal? Then we charge up our JO crystal? Right? Is it the wrong direction, perhaps? Do we need to apply redstone signal? Come on, bro. Charge up your crystal with me. I'm not sure which direction he needs to face. I don't know what is the front section. Few blocks away, make sure the small hole is facing the crystal. Okay. And then need prismarine shards. Create a laser beam we can use to purify. Throw them into the beam. Okay. Let's put down prismarine here. So we can toss the aquarine steel compound. Do we need to toss in more? It can only go in a full stack. Yeah, the small hole is facing it. This is a few blocks away. Like, do we absolutely have to use a hopper? That would seem a little silly if we have to specifically have a hopper hooked up to it. It consumes 1. It has remaining duration, but it says transferring none. Like, it wants to be online? It wants to do the thing? But it's just not doing it? What if I give you a redstone signal? Nope. Redstone signal does not change it at all. Does it need to be closer? No. We found the crystal. Place the aquatic catalyst a few blocks away from one of the crystal's sides. Opposite side will shoot out a laser beam towards the crystal. This will create a laser beam. Beams can kill you. Well, if it's not making the beams, they can't do anything. How about that, eh? What do you want from me, game? Okay, got more Aqua Walker. I had missed more. Might just tear out this whole floor in an effort to investigate. Make sure that we have all the loot. Toss the andesite and gravel and tough. We have a good number of slots, just put in random things. Smooth basalt, cobbled deep slate, stone stairs, tough slab, deep slate. Yep. Just all the blocks in the floor. While the crystal continues just being confused about itself. Trying to find itself right now, I guess. So I'll just give it time. You know, you shouldn't rush those sorts of things. let it happen at its own pace. It'll come when it comes. Toss the seagrass in there and the kelp. Okay, we've cleaned up the floor now. That's, yeah. Still not really doing anything. Like at all. I don't have any interconduits on me. Those are all in the chest back at base. Back in base. Yes. Put the granite in there. Can these like actually tech and run? I suppose it doesn't matter how I put in there. So yeah, it's supposed to be this end. Do I need to like right click with a bare empty hand? No. That takes all the shards out of it. Nautic, please. Locate an ocean, search for a small and unlikely structure. Mainly build a dark prismarine and mysterious device in the middle. Structure should not be a main point of interest, as below it, in a small radius, often a geode-like cave containing a mighty crystal. Around the crystal is also a variety of loot. The crystal itself is surrounded with scaffolding, which might be useful later on. Do not break the crystal yet, as it seems to shatter completely without leaving anything behind. Etching allows you to move rust from rusty object. Pool of etching acid, the rust will slowly disappear. Okay. Robot. Laser. How do I start the laser, though? How do I get it to fire? Game, please. You're leaving me here. Now the structure should be a different type of water to find. Salt water is an important fluid they need for progression. I mean, we can make salt water with salt and water. We can make salt water. Ancient machine parts, broken whisk, burnt coil, ancient valve. And then we can make some etching acid. Ah, we have all that stuff except for the water agglomeratio. Place the aquatic catalyst a few blocks away from one of the crystal sides. Okay, but like, how far away is a few blocks? It also did say the small hole, so... Is that a few blocks away? Is this what you want? No? Welcome back, Sopheltis. We're having issues. I can't get the Nautic catalyst to do its dang thing. Does it need to be in water? Like, that could be it. Nautic crystal. Can it, like, do the thing, please? Also, this bubble's missing the saltwater fluids that I can see on the mod page. Da-da-da. You fill the catalyst with fuel like kelp, and it says requires a hopper. We need to give it kelp, or presumably some other actual fuel type. It doesn't say anything about that. You also had some issues? Do I have any fuels on me? Not really. Is blaze powder a fuel? No. Blaze powder is not a fuel. I mean, we have some log. Right, it does say needs a hopper or some method of piping in. Which is what we're missing. We don't have any method of pushing an item into it at the moment. Nor the means to craft one. A shame. Alright, what's in these pots? Well, I don't want to put a spellbook in it, I just wanted to pop it. Decorated pots. Flow Miner Angler Mourner. Okay. I thought they would have loot. But I suppose not. Okay. We came in over there. We can get the scaffolding back out. Go back up there. Whee. Go away. Go away. Shoot. Oh, heck. Why there's so many of you? Guess because the purple one. That's my excuse, I suppose. Pasta with chili sauce, habanero, jalapeno, and chili oil. Interessant. Interessant. What is that? What's that floating ruined thing? Well, let's find out. Whee! Can't break that. Oh. Because I was on the wrong spell. That's why I couldn't break it. Wrong spell. Iron. This is actually what I was hoping for. Perfect. Just the right amount of iron I wanted. So that close the crafting station out. And get 2 cherry log for a chest. Pull the iron for a hopper. And we return to our tiny feckin' boat. Look how small our boat is. Like, it's as tall as we are, maybe slightly larger. Yeah, it's a little bit larger. But like, it's such a small little teeny thing. I'd rather a big, impressive boat. A properly Afeni-sized boat. Ow. But okay. Now we know. We need a hopper on the side here, through which we insert fuels. Nope, nope, that is incorrect. Alright, let's toss the steel compound in there. Hopper? No. Bamboo? No. Is it sightedness? Or is it the incorrect fuel types? Incorrect fuel types. Well, we have kelp. And that's not it either. The prismarine shards go in there just fine. The kelp doesn't. Pump in prismarine shards into the catalyst, which we were inserting with our hands just fine. There is no beam under the crystal. Somehow you imagine it's big enough for an Athene and anyone they've made into metaphorical putty. It's true. So the laser's there. It's just invisible. Great. Thanks, game. Not rendering it. That's the problem. It's just not rendering the giant laser under it. It's been working the whole time. Thanks, game. Okay. Well, we solved that finally. Manifest use to get the Jades, more extend support for non-attack. Laser junction allows you to split a laser into multiple directions or bundle them into a single one. Dangerous if I can't see them. No, Zorbeltis. A ship sized for an Athene would be big enough for an Athene and anyone they've made into metaphorical putty. You know, all their precious little petals, or any other savants, all of their florets. Yeah. I see, I see. Uh-huh. Yeah, game? I see, I see. Get out of here, Candle, you're in the way. X-ray vision. So, you like building boats and ships? Yeah. Yeah. Listen, if the game's gonna provide this to me, I'm not gonna say no. It's not the most useful, but it is a small sliver. Alright, so in here, this isn't a dangerous laser. It's down there that's a dangerous laser. And hello, Jinxie. Welcome to the lab. I have a cat in the chair now. All of you should be jealous. Cat? Yeah. Cat. Laser junction. Fuzzy baby, yeah. She is a fuzzy little baby. And old. She's the old one. Jinxie. She is well aged. Fragment Forge. More platinum and fluxite. Spinning Skulk. Some of these underwater structures are covered in ancient goo. Skulk. Amethyst shard. Okay. So sad that Walu and you didn't work together. Aw. Be gone! Scuba. Scuba-dee-doo. Scuba. Scuba-dee-doo. Now run on the water back to my boat. Whee. I'll just turn this ship right around and head back home. I did get my cats a cat wheel. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I'll mention it again. Got them a cat wheel, but they haven't actually used it yet. I've had Jinxie walking on it, but I was kind of holding her chest and making her put her weight on the side of it so it would move. So that doesn't quite count, but it's close. It almost counts. So she's almost used it? That's a little bit of some, isn't it? Got some rice. Walu short for Waluigi, because the Wa noise. But the one that owned the mom and not properly raised him, you can't stop him being disabled to raise a kitten. Or can't stop being disabled to raise a kitten. Aww. I'm sorry. I need to empty this entire inventory. It's full of so much garbo. So full of garbo. Garbo. Nether bricks? Yeah, they can just go in there. That's fine. Oh, we have 2 more ender pearls up there. I'm gonna move this ender pearl up there. You get other cats for sure. Cats are the essence of life. Cats are pretty good. They are criminals, and they do know it, but they're pretty good. We have so much crev in here. And also my cat's taking up so much of the chair now. It's mostly her chair. She joins me in my chair and just takes half of it. Alas, such is the way. Right, that's one of the things we were doing. Getting all this quartz dust together for some quartz fiber and fluix. So we can get more cableage. Of which we need... Oh, we only have 8 cables. We have 10 cables. I can count. And then to go with those 10 cables, we need 10 glowstone dust. There we go. And now we have 11 additional cableage. Do I have any more scaffolding anywhere? The answer is probably not. I have 3 scaffolding. But I can make more. A string and 6 bamboo. Let's put all the string back. Take this scaffolding. And I'll put the scaffolding here. There we go. What's up, Jinxie? Are you gonna give me some chair pack? Thank you. Don't have the applied intrinsics core. Did I not get around to making that? Hey, DJ. It goes well for me. How's it go for you? I guess I hadn't made the brains of the operation yet. Thought I had. What does the book say I should get to before making that? Nope. No, it says I have a controller. It says I've made one. Some skystone. It claims I had made. There it is. Found it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place the controller there. And the energy cells. Is there an energy acceptor? There is still the energy acceptor. Okay. Well, let's get that made. We're gonna want the energy cells as well. Might as well connect those up. But then make the energy acceptor, which is fairly cheap. 4 plates. This up for plates. Get that processing. Pop some more clusters. And we need a copper. And then 4 quartz glass. And 1 quartz glass there. We have some more. Other glass there. No, you don't. Okay. Oh. We have glass. La da da da, energy acceptor.
I knew you would come.
Hey,
You must
Aqua.
feel as I do the connection between
Also,
us.
DJ, I see your stretch and your watering. Thank you for the stretch.
Another time, Zorbeltis? What is this? Do I need to call you a good little petal every hour now? Don't you think you're being a touch too needy?
Yeah? It's hitting DJ real hard. Oh, DJ redeemed that redeem. You know what that means, don't you, DJ? Don't you? Sorry, DJ. You literally asked for it. You literally asked for it. Ask and ye shall receive, I guess. Alright, trying to readjust our inventory. Let's get these conduits on us. We don't need fused quartz on us. And we have 2 applied energistic guides. Because of course we have 2 of them. Why wouldn't we? These freezing upgrades away. Polished basalt. I don't need to keep polished basalt around. We have infinite basalt. I'll need to keep a single piece of basalt. Put this broken spawner in here. Oh, they do stack. Okay. This can do with a higher extraction speed. That means it can stick more in at a time. Which is good, it's what we want. Alright, let's see. Oh, powering your network, energy acceptor, and the crystal resonance generator. AE2 has its own power unit called AE. By default, it does not accept power directly from other sources. However, you can use energy acceptor to convert FE power into AE power for your network, which can be distributed out using glass cables. Start running out of power. As you add more machines to your network, it might help to create an energy buffer using energy cells, which store AE for future use. You can also generate free power using the crystal resonance generator. It extracts free energy from the vibrations of the crystals within it to generate around 20 AE per tick. Due to excess vibrations, you can only have one of these per AE network. Oh, that's how that works. Okay. Well, let's get Certus quartz to charge up. There it goes. Wonder if I'd be able to, like, insert it in there to charge it. I don't think so, but that'd be neat. Okay. We need a fluix block, which is 4 fluix, which means we need more Certus anyways. Which, you know, was fine. I'll just put that there, slap that down, make that a insert, and this an always extract. At Ender filter. Basic filter. Paper and a hopper. Requires a hopper? Fine. These requires 4 paper, which would be very annoying, except that we have extra paper. So it is far less annoying because it helps us actually use some of that paper. And then we'll just make the hopper directly. We don't need the intermediary chest. Filter. There we go. this can also extract. Always active extract. There we go. It's going to put in. So does quartz crystals and pull out charged crystals. Automation. Also, in case anyone's curious, the timeout for the redeem that Big DJ did, it's 10 minutes simply because that's the default timeout duration if I use the UI in OBS. If I just click timeout, it defaults to 600 seconds, aka 10 minutes. If it defaulted to 1 minute, that would have been the time. I would prefer to set it to a minute. But the default timeout is 10. And I can't be arsed to figure out any other way to do it. You've read the description? But yeah, it's 10 minutes just because that's the default timeout length. Not for any other reason. There's no special reason. I didn't choose 10 minutes. It simply was 10 minutes. Alright, we can get some more ruby. I want your rubies. Thank you. They never existed. Nothing happened here. You can't prove anything. So is it bad to call me cute? Eh. It doesn't do anything, but people like to do it. And, when I was Claire Omnisider, it was so much funnier just to smack people down and to cut them up for saying such things. But now it's just funny still. And some people are weird and they like to be timed out. They view that as a goal. So, you know, I keep it for those people. Real title of hot. I mean, yeah. Hot's good. Let's get half a stack of redstone. And I guess we're doing this over here. There we are. Block of fluix. 3 iron, 4 cop. There we are. Crystal resonance. And I'll just, I don't know, throw it on there. And congrats, this is now powered. Is it doing anything with the power? No. But it's powered. It's storing the power. About luscious? That's a good vocab word, Petal. 91 blocks west. There it is. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you don't describe a person as luscious.
I knew you would
You use
come.
that as an
You must feel
adjective.
as I do the connection between us.
Luscious is an adjective for, like, features. I don't feel like it's a descriptor for the entirety of a person. You know? Also, yeah, Trashly, you are so late. You should be ashamed. I'm ashamed. For you. That's how ashamed you should feel. Everyone, shame Trashly. Point and shame. Do the classic point and shame.
Trashly, you really are not the worst moderator. You do show up sometimes.
So, you know, makes you better than your two compatriots. Unless they're just secretly lurking and haven't said anything. Maybe sometime I'll entrust maybe Lay with a sword. Give them some responsibility. Luscious apparently way describes someone or something as very sexually attractive. Like, yes. But it still doesn't seem correct to use that to describe a person themselves. Again, I personally feel like it's should be used for like things, not people. Think food can also be luscious? That's also true, but that falls under the things, not people. Like parts of people, yes, but the entire person is luscious? I don't know, I guess that just feels a bit objectifying, I suppose. You don't think you'd call a whole person luscious? Exactly. Yeah, I think it comes down to objectification. I think that's what it comes down to it. It feels appropriate for things, but not a person. Time pickaxe fortune 2 on it. I would like to take that enchantment to put it on, you know, something else. Let's see. I suppose we need to throw the drives down there. And we need to make the drives. I don't know if this carries channels. I don't think it does. I'm gonna just put the drive there for now. But that is very much not where it will live. You know what, Pretty Plant, until you pass out, you can't sleep normally? Alright, Fifi. I hope you get some sleep. Make sure you do, okay? Alright, let's get our 4K storage components. Got some quartz there. Got some extra skulk. And a laser junction. And some dark clear glass. I feel like I had kelp goo somewhere. Maybe I had cooked it all. Could have done. Could have done. Ooh, power cell high. And then I got a... throw this tough on the ground so it gets picked up into my thinglebob. Let's got this reflecting necklace in this chest. Got some machine speed add-ons. Faster operation, but lower energy efficiency. That's fine. Can I stop them on top? No. I can slap one there, though. And the other spot's taken up by that, so I can't really slap it on there and have it count. But, you know, overall that's fine. What I put on there? So its efficiency is a little lower, but its processing speed's now faster, which means it uses lava and water, both of which I have literal infinite amount of. So I think it's fine. You need some cell housing. I need disk housing. Oh yeah, deep item storage disk. Storage for dummies! Item cell housing, there it is. That's what we want. Quartz glass. We need more quartz glass. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't use quartz glass to make quartz glass. Come on. Okay. 4 item cell housings. Fine with 4. Okay. But I know this wants me to actually make the 1K. Which I will need to make one anyways. So might as well. Do I have an extra logic processor? I don't think I have one pre-made. Nah, don't look like it. That's fine, that's fine. Need logic and silicon, and a piece of silicon. And a piece of logic. All the Forest VTubers have soft voices, Fae Trap. Don't think about it. Shh. Don't worry about it, Petal. Let's get a piece of redstone right out of there and shove it in there. And there's our logic processor. And if we get 4 of that, 1K. That gets us an acceleration card. 4 acceleration cards. Well, the ring is just 8 total. Nice. You just offer your firstborn child either a nice pounding, or you walk out scot-free. Win-win. Vivi, I think you need to review your sentence real quick. I think you're missing some punctuation. I think you're missing some punctuation in that sentence. It has a very different meaning than what I think you intended. Fuck punctuation, never use it. So, you are offering your firstborn child a nice pounding? I'm gonna just let you think about that one. I'm gonna let you think about that one, champ. You bad with words. I gave you an opportunity to walk it back. I tried to give you an opportunity, you were like, no. Ooh, in lava. Skystone iron charge Certus. Ugh. Crafting unit. Okay. Grab one of those. Grab 3 of these. 3 more of this. Logic, calculation, silicon. Just after the firstborn child. Either you get a nice pounding or you walk out scot-free. Win-win. Yeah, there you go. Well, I hate to still disappoint you after all of that, but we Athenian, we don't deal with immature specimens of species. Brain's not good, so I take a rest now. Alright, Zorbeltus. Thanks for hanging out as always. We'll be wrapping up soon anyways, so you won't be missing much. Take care. Just you being a pain? You think you're being a pain. Let's get these acceleration cards, and let's make this go just a bit faster. Oh yeah, there we go. Basically instant speed. Okay, we're working on this crafting unit, so we need 2 ODAT stuff, which will require us to not really do much more of anything. Did regular glass work? It does work. Cool. Quartz fibering. Some more that. And there we go, crafting unit. Gives us some more charge Certus. Nice. We make as many deals to pay for free, one perk being trans. Well, I am similar to Fae, but I'm not a Fae creature. But how you deal with Fae is make sure you don't offer them anything. If they ask for your pronouns, you don't give them, or you won't have them anymore. They will take all of your pronouns. But you want to give them children? No one wants a child. A child? In this economy? In these political times? That's a swerve moment. Most important machine you can make in Nautic is the mixer. Requires a laser power from the crystal. The new types of liquids and items. Most importantly, electrolyte algae serum. Each item recipe needs to be placed into the machine from each cardinal direction. You can output items from the bottom. So once the laser power from the top. I see. Must have a beam flowing into the top, either from the crystal itself or from a channel. Okay. Getting closer to making the skulk goo. Shadow pulse. Can you make the void shimmer first? Which we can just about make that now. Oh yeah, void shimmer is the next one here after the mixer. It's still locked though. Ah, because it expects us to complete this one. It's morphin time. I'll probably do that one tomorrow. Possibly on my own. I'll probably also see about making more jewelry to wear. But for now, what we can do is store things. I can just throw things in here. I have storage space for things and such. Yeah, this ice is a good one to throw in there. Or I can just clear that away. Just empty this chest into there. You know, I'll throw the crafting unit into it, why not? Minimizing how many things I need to open up. To see, is the item in here? Does it stack over here? No, because I don't care about stacks so much. I'm going to organize in that manner. Sort by number of items, please. In descending order. So the most items at the top. And then I can look and go, oh yeah, I need to yoink these things out. Just like they're not stacking or something. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'm probably going to go back in and pull a bunch of things that don't stack or don't have stacks back out. Like some of these items, I'm pretty sure like these hooks, yeah, the engineer sky hooks, they stack in the system. Because they're the exact same items. System doesn't care if they technically stack or not. It just cares that they're literally the same item. Like the enchanted books I just put in there. Yep, see, they stack. All these midnight robes. So those two stacked, but these didn't. I'm just gonna take them back out. And the light blue drill. Take that back out. Take those pants out. This energy battery out. The water portable tank, take that back out. Everything else, I believe it's pretty okay to leave in there. White elevator, toss that in. The industrial chiller. No, I'm not gonna waste a spot for that. Suspicious sand. I have some of these other things that I can get out of my inventory. Toss this other anvil in there. I'm going to get my brush out. I'm going to brush the suspicious sand. I don't know if I'm doing that right. I haven't gotten anything out of it as far as I can tell. Seems utterly useless. And I'm going to continue to do it. As I continue to say it seems useless. I won't stop just because it seems useless. I need to confirm that it's useless before I'd stop. Oh, we filled up our types already. We filled up all the types. Alright, well this painting, it's not gonna have any stacks to it. I'm not gonna get any more buckets. This is not something that'll get stacked. That's a pump, not gonna get stacked. Anything else that isn't really gonna have stacks? Even if it currently has a stack to it? Enchanted books is the next on the list, so I would hit that. Aquatic catalyst and skulk. Oh, I already had skulk catalyst. I'll keep the catalyst. Put the blaze powder away. We have some copper wire. Yeah, that's storage space. Flux core. No. We also just have one flux core. I mean, it's useful for the flux controller. We can't even make the flux blocks. Flux point, flux block. Yeah, we also want to put this stuff in there too. Alright, well, now that we're started, I'll probably, do more on it some point tomorrow. Hey, Evie. How's it going? You came in here at the end. I'm sorry to say. Came in a little late by 3 hours. You better turn that notification bell on. It's fine, it's fine. You have another chance tomorrow.
Okay, but I better see you then.
But, we are heading out. So if you aren't subbed, there's your raid message. But if you are subbed, here's the raid message. And as we know, it is Wednesday, which means we raid the Funny Bone Man, our good friend, Samhain, who's honestly probably going to play some more Final Fantasy. It's currently in Just Chatting, but the stream title is New Year Ultima. Ultima being, I think, one of the powerful summons in Final Fantasy. Oh, yeah, he's not doing the online. He's doing Final Fantasy 16? 17? I don't know which one they're on. But it's really Final Fantasy. But thank you all for showing up, even if only briefly, and for spending some time with me. Because I appreciate it every time. And I hope I will see you all again tomorrow at the same time, same place, where we will continue Minecrafting. And that's probably going to be the last of the Oceanblock 2 streams, and I'll pick up some other game next week. Actually, not next week. Next week there won't be a Thursday stream, so I'll do 2 random games next week. But the week after, I'll pick up the next full play game.